Welcome to Saraswati Shishupun Jhotwala Borsar. So we have started our revision for unit test 2. Okay. So in previous video, is video number 6, we have learned solve the following 2 marks each. Now in 7th number video, we are going to learn solve the following 3 marks each. Okay. So we have covered 3 marks question from 8, 13 and 14th number chapter. So let us start our first question. So in first question, we have to subtract. Subtraction is there. Okay. So in first question, we have to subtract rupees 18.25 from 20.75. Okay. So whenever we are subtracting, so we have to subtract rupees 18.25 from 20.75. So we have to write first 20.75 minus 18.25. 18.25. So let us start the subtraction here. 5 minus 5, 0. 7 minus 2, 5. Now we cannot subtract 8 from 0, so we have to take borrow. So here 10 and here 1. So 10 minus 8, 2, and 1 minus 1, 0. So here the subtraction answer is 2.50 rupees. After subtracting, we have 2.50 rupees. Okay. Now let us see B number. So in B number, we have 202.54 meter from 250 meter. Means we have to subtract 202.54 from 250. So first we have to write 250. See, this is not decimal number and the second number is decimal. So we have to take decimal here. So 0.00, then 202.54. Now let us start the subtraction here. Now we cannot subtract 4 from 0, so we have to take borrow. So here 10, here 9, again here 9 and here 4. Okay. So now 10 minus 4, which is equals to 6, 9 minus 5, which is equals to 4. Then after decimal as it is 9 minus 2. 9 minus 2, which is equals to 7. 4 minus 0, 4. 2 minus 2, 0. Okay. So after subtraction, we get the result 47.46 meters. So these way you have to simplify the examples of subtraction. Now let us do one more question here. So this is A number, this is B, and now let us simplify C number. So suppose our C number question is rupees 5.36 from rupees 8.40. We have to subtract 5.36 from 8.40. So let us start subtraction here. So 8.40 minus 5.36. So let us start subtraction here. Now we cannot subtract 6 from 0, so we have to take borrow. So here 10 and here 3. So 10 minus 6, which is equals to 4. 3 minus 3, which is equals to 0. Then decimal will be as it is, and 8 minus 5, which is equals to 3. So after subtraction, we get 3.04 rupees. Okay, so this way we can simplify the decimal subtraction. Now in the next question, we have to find the value. Okay, so three different questions are given. So we have to derive the value of decimal numbers. So in first number, we have to subtract the decimal numbers. Okay, so let us start the subtraction. First number is 9.756 minus 6.28. Okay, here on 100 place we have given a digit, so here we are taking 0. Now let us start the subtraction. 6 minus 0, 6. Now we cannot subtract 8 from 5, so we have to take borrow. So here 15 and here 6. So 15 minus 8, which is equals to 7, and 6 minus 2, which is equals So the answer of the subtraction is 3.476. Okay, so this is the first example of subtraction. Now let us see second number. So in second number we have to add the decimal numbers. So let us start the addition. 21.05 plus 115.27. Now let us start the addition here. 7 plus 5 which is equals to 12, carry over 1, 1 plus 2, 3. Decimal will be as it is. 1 plus 5, 6 and 2 plus 1, 3. So the answer of the addition is 36.32. Okay, so this is the second question which is addition. Now in third question also we have given addition. So let us start the addition here. So the digit is 18.532 plus 6.790. So let us add the digits here. So 2 plus 0, 2. 9 plus 3, 12, carry over 1. Okay, so 5 plus 7, 12 plus 1, 13, carry over 1. Now decimal will be as it is. Okay, now we have to add 8 plus 6 means 14 plus 1, 15. So carry over 1, 1 plus 1, 2. So the answer of the addition is 25.322. So here in this question we have learned addition and subtraction both. Okay, now in this question we are having two different word problems. So let us understand what are the word problems here. So in first number we have given that Raju bought a book for ₹55.60. Means he has purchased a book for ₹55.60. Then he gave ₹60 to the shopkeeper. The cost of book is ₹55.60, but he gave ₹60 to the shopkeeper. So how much money did he get back? Means after purchasing, how much money will with him? Okay, so let us start. Here you can see the subtraction is there because he purchased book and he has given more money to the shopkeeper. Okay, so how much he get back means we have to subtract the digits. So here first number is ₹60. There is no decimal number, 0, 0. This is the total amount. Okay. Now he has purchased a book for ₹55.60. For a book, bought a book. Okay. He bought a book. So now let us start the subtraction here. So 0 minus 0, 0. We cannot subtract 6 from 0, so we have to take borrow. So here 10. So 0 will become 9. So here 5. Now let us start subtraction. 10 minus 6 which is equals to 4. Decimal as it is. 9 minus 5 which is equals to 4. And 5 minus 5, 0. Means after purchasing the book, Raju will get back 4.40 rupees. So he got rupees 4.40 back from the shopkeeper. Clear? So these way you can find the total amount which he got back. Now the second question we have here that Riya spent ₹35.65 for a maths book. Riya has purchased a maths book with ₹35.65 and ₹32.60 for science book. Means Riya has purchased two books. First one is science book and second one is maths book. So find the total amount she spent. Means how much she has spent. So here we have to add both the digits. Okay, so here we have to find total amount. That's why we have to find the addition here. So let us start. Your first number is ₹35.64 for maths book. Then another is plus ₹32.60 for science book. we have to find total amount here. So let us start the addition here. So 5 plus 0, 5, 6 plus 6, 12, carry over 1. Now decimal will be as it is, 5 plus 1, 6, 7, 8, then 3 plus 3, 6. Okay, so we are spent total amount here 68.25 rupees. So she spent, so here she spent rupees 68.25 for purchasing 2 books. Okay, so these way you can simplify both word problems. See, first we have identified that which operation will come here, either addition or subtraction, and then we have done first number as subtraction and second number as addition. Okay, so these are the two different word problem questions. In next question we have given that consider the letters of English alphabets from A to Z which have vertical line of symmetry, horizontal line of symmetry and no line of symmetry. See here we have to take English alphabets from A to Z, okay, and we have to divide different letters in which we have considered vertical, horizontal and no line of symmetry. See, whenever we are having English alphabets from A to Z, then compulsory we have to use for capital letters, okay. So now let us start here. So we are going to start from letter A. So letter A has vertical line of symmetry. Vertical means standing line and horizontal means sweeping line. Okay. So now let us start vertical line of symmetry. First we have letter A. So you can see that letter A has vertical line of symmetry. Okay. Then letter B. So letter B has horizontal line of symmetry. So here letter B. So letter B has horizontal line of symmetry. Okay, now let us take C. So C also has horizontal line of symmetry. Okay, as well as if we are taking D, then D also has horizontal line of symmetry. Then E. Then E has also horizontal line of symmetry. Then after F. So we cannot draw any line of symmetry in F. So F will come here, no line of symmetry. Okay. Then G. So also G do not have any line of symmetry. So G will come here, no line of symmetry. Then H. See, H is the letter in which both lines of symmetry will come. So H will come in both. It has horizontal and vertical both lines. Then again I. So I also will come in both. It has horizontal as well as vertical line of symmetry. Then J. So J has zero line of symmetry. So J will come here. Then K. So K has horizontal line of symmetry. So K will come here. Then L. So L has zero line of symmetry. So L will come here. No line of symmetry. Then M. So M has vertical line of symmetry. So M will come here. Okay. Then after M, so N has no line of symmetry. So N will come here. Then after O. So O is the letter in which we can draw both the lines of symmetry. So O will come in vertical as well as in horizontal. Then after P. So P has also zero line of symmetry. We cannot draw. So P will come here. After PQ. So Q also has zero line of symmetry. So Q will come in no line of symmetry. Then R. So R also has no line of symmetry. Then after R, S. So S also has no line of symmetry. So P, Q, R, S. All four letters will come in no line of symmetry. Then after S, letter T will come. So T has vertical line of symmetry. Then after U. So U also will come in vertical line of symmetry. Then V. So V will come also in vertical line of symmetry. After V, W. So W will also come in vertical line of symmetry. Then after W, X. So X is the letter in which both lines of symmetry are has vertical line of symmetry, so y will come here, and at last z. So z has no line of symmetry. So these way you can differentiate vertical line of symmetry, horizontal line of symmetry, and no line of symmetry. See, you have to start from the sequence. Okay, do not remember the letters which will come in no line of and vertical line. Just you have to keep the sequence that from A, B, C, D till Z. So you can differentiate that which has vertical, which has horizontal, and which has no line of symmetry. Okay, so these way you can write all the letters. Now here in next question we have given simplify. Two different questions are given here. So in first question subtraction is given, okay. So subtract 124.54 from 250 meters. So we have to subtract 124.54 meter from 250 meter. So let us start the subtraction here. So first is 150 meters minus 124.54 meter. So in first number we haven't given decimal number, so we have to take decimal. So 0 meter. Now let us start the subtraction here. Okay, we cannot subtract 4 from 0, so we have to take borrow. So 10, here 9, again 9, and here 4. Okay. So now let us start the subtraction. So 10 minus 4, 6. 9 minus 5, 4. Decimal will be as it is. 9 minus 4, 5. 4 minus 2, 2. And 2 minus 1, 1. Okay. So we get subtraction answer 125.46 meters. So first example is subtraction. Now let us do second number. So in second number we have given 5. Okay, 3 digits are given here and we have to add all the numbers. So let us start the addition. So first digit is 57.076 plus 6.55, then plus 4.025. Now let us start the addition here. Okay, so here we haven't given any number, so we can take 0. Okay, here also 0. Now let us start the addition. So 6 plus 5, 11, carry over 1. 7 plus 5, 12. 12 plus 1, 13 plus 2, 15, carry over 1. Then 5 plus 1, 6. Decimal will be as it is, okay. 6 plus 4, 10 plus 7, 17, carry over 1. And 5 plus 1, 6. So here we got the addition answer as 67.651. Okay, so you can simplify addition and subtraction in this way. Okay, so our next question is from construction. So the question is that we have to draw a circle with center C and radius 5.6 cm. Means first we have to draw a circle with given radius, then draw any chord AB. Means after constructing the circle we have to draw one chord, then construct the perpendicular bisector of AB. So we have to construct a perpendicular bisector of chord AB and examine if it passes through C or not. Means we have to check that the perpendicular bisector is passes through the center or not. So let us first decide on center. So suppose this is our center C. Okay. Now with the help of compass and scale, you have to take a measurement of 5.6 cm. So with the help of compass and scale, here I have taken 5.6 cm measurement. Okay. Now here we have to fix our middle point C. So from point C we have to draw one circle with 5.6 cm. So let us draw the circle here. Okay, so this is our one circle. The radius is here 5.2 cm. Now after constructing the radius, we have to draw see chord doesn't pass it through the center. Okay, so here we have to draw one chord. So let us draw one chord here. So this is your chord AB. Here name is A and B. Okay, so now after constructing the chord, we have to draw the perpendicular bisector of AB. Means we have to draw the perpendicular bisector of given chord AB. So for perpendicular bisector, we have to use a compass. Okay, so with the help of compass, the measurement is more than half. Okay. The measurement we have to take here more than half of chord. Suppose I am taking the measurement here. Now for perpendicular bisector, we have to draw an arc. So from point A on upper half, okay, as well as from point A on lower half. Okay, so these way you have to draw an arc. Same with the help of same measurement, you have to draw an arc on the upper half from point B as well as in lower half from point B. Okay. Now let us join the perpendicular here two arcs. Let us give here name M and here N. So let us join first M and N. So now you can see the perpendicular bisector is passes through the center or not. So here you can see the perpendicular bisector is exactly touched with the center C. Okay. So here the answer will come here that yes, the perpendicular bisector is passes through the center C. Here, so these way you can draw. See here first we have constructed a circle with radius 5.2 cm. Then we have considered AB as a chord. Then after chord we have constructed the perpendicular of AB. Okay. Then after joining the perpendicular, we have to check that the perpendicular is passes through the point C or not. So you can see that the perpendicular is touches point C. Means yes, the perpendicular bisector is passes through the center C. So these way you can construct a circle. Now here our next question is that with the same center O, draw two circles. Means we have to take a common circle O and we have to draw two circles with common center O with given radii. So first circle radii is 4 cm and second circle radii is 2.5 cm. So here you can see that 4 is bigger one and 2.5 is smaller one. So now with the help of compass and scale, okay, we have to take a measurement of first 2.5 cm, which is smaller. Okay. So with the help of scale and compass, first you have to take a measurement of 2.5 cm. Now let us consider center O. So this is our center O. Okay. So from center O, first we have to draw a circle with 2.5 cm radius. So these way first you have to draw a circle. Okay, so this is your first circle which has radius 2.5 cm. See, the question is that with the same center O, okay, means again to draw another circle we have to use the same center O and we have to take a measurement of 4 cm. Now again with the help of scale and compass, you have to take a measurement of 4 cm. Okay. Now again fix the point on the same center O and draw another circle like this from center O. Okay, and the measurement of radius is 4 cm. Okay, so this is your another circle with 4 cm. So here the radius of the circle is 4 cm. So these way you can draw two circles with common radius, with common center O. So here we have constructed first a smaller circle with 2.5 centimeter. And then with the same finder we have constructed the bigger circle with 4 centimeter. Okay. So in this 7th number video we have learned different 3 marks question from chapter number 8, 13 and 14. In our next video we will learn 3 marks question as well as 1 mark question. Okay. Thank you everyone.